Hi everyone, this is Naina from Angelic Echoes. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're tapping in again with the energies of the divine masculine, feminine, and the journey. What do we need to know about the energy right now? We've seen in the previous video that the divine masculines are really thinking and about reunion. They're in the energy of reunion. They're in the energy of wanting to reach out, and they're finding the courage and strength to actually gain the confidence to execute on their plans. Some of them are still planning, some of them are ready to execute on their plans, or they about to execute on their plans. So the three decks of cards I'm bringing in for today. This one here is the Tarot of the Celtic Fairies. Okay, so that's this one here, Tarot of the Celtic Fairies. This is the Dream Ritual Oracle cards. And this one here is the Threads of Karma. This is a new deck, the Threads of Karma. So let's step in with the energies to understand from the angels what do we need to know, and how are they actually shifting, and how are you shifting, Divine Feminine, and is there anything shifting in the journey? So thank you, angels. Okay, I'm being guided to leave this card in. I feel I should leave this card in the deck. Thank you, angels. What do we need to know about the divine masculine? What energy is the divine masculines in? Okay, divine feminine. What do we need to know about the divine feminine? And the journey. What do we need to know about the journey? Thank you, angels. What do we need to know with the Dream Ritual Oracle cards for the divine masculine? What energy is the divine masculines in? Where are they at? What do we need to know? Is there any plans of them moving forward? And the divine feminine, what do we need to know with the divine feminine? Thank you, angels. And the journey, what do we need to know? I feel a lot of cards have come out from the dream ritual for the divine masculine because they obviously are having a lot of vivid dreams right now. So we'll see what's coming through there. Thank you, angels. What do we need to know about the divine masculines? Divine feminine, what do we need to know? The divine feminine, what do they need to know? And the journey. Wow, I love that card. Prepare for change. Okay, so let's start with the masculines to see what's going on. And then we'll move to the feminine and then the journey. So we've got here the priestess. Okay. So what I feel is happening here is the divine masculines, in the turmoil or darkness that they may be in, they're learning to connect with their intuition. So the divine masculines are connecting with their higher self, their intuition, and they're obviously getting guidance from above. But what I'm seeing here is that they're still in silence, okay? Because this fairy has her sort of her finger by her lips to say silence. So I feel like they're spending a lot of time in solitude and silence, and they're gaining answers through the intuition, but they're connecting with their higher self. They're connecting with their higher self, and this is obviously happening till the next full moon, probably beyond that as well. But the moon caught my attention, so I feel between now and the next full moon, or between the new moon that has passed or the solar eclipse that has passed as well, the intuition will probably be heightened because they're spending a lot more time in silence and solitude, and they're connecting with their higher self and the divine. So they definitely intuition is definitely needed to move things forward, and I feel this is a very good sign. And they are obviously understanding and embracing the adventure of this journey, because this journey is an adventure. And this is like a shell in the ocean. So I feel that they're definitely hearing guidance as well. They could be going with they could be going with the flow as well, like how the river flows and the ocean flows. But I feel like they're hearing the sounds. Actually, what I'm feeling is they're hearing guidance, but they're also going deep within to hear the higher self, to hear the guidance that their soul is actually giving them. And this is also while connecting with their own emotions. So they're processing the emotions, they're mastering the emotions. But I feel like they're becoming clairaudient, or some of them may be clairaudient, where they're actually hearing guidance, they're hearing their intuition, they're hearing their higher self, they're hearing their soul. And this is when they're connecting deep within themselves, in terms of going deep, in terms of processing their feelings and mastering their feelings. And connecting with their own emotions, but they're definitely hearing guidance. That's what I'm feeling with this. And it's very much in tune with this card here, because even so they're spending time in silence because they're actually hearing guidance. That's what I'm feeling. And they're being guided to follow their passion. So this adventure, or the silence, and what they're hearing deep within their soul, the silence and connecting with the higher self, and what they're hearing deep within their soul about their feelings, is to follow their passion. Because their passion will bring them this light, like this, this will allow them to blossom as this flower is blossoming, and be able to shine bright and be happy, and radiate from within, because that's their happy place, which is with you, Divine Feminine. And they are learning, or they are now working on clearing negative energy within themselves. And I feel, again, the negative energy that they're clearing is because they are really connecting with their higher self. And they're hearing, the inner voice. They're hearing the inner voice. That's the right word that I'm looking for. They're hearing the inner voice. And they are clearing negative energy because they know that it's keeping them stuck. So they are clearing it to create space for new things and for positive things to flow in their life. And the way they're doing it is by definitely connecting with their higher self, hearing the inner voice, hearing the inner guidance to follow their passion. And I feel that so that's one way, but I also feel that by clearing the negative energy, they're also hearing the inner voice even louder than ever before. So that's the Divine Masculine. So let's see what's happening with the Feminines. Okay, so we've got these cards in reverse. Oh, well, one is in reverse and one is upright. So this is the Queen of Swords. This is about, okay, so this is the Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Queen of Swords generally is about, somebody that is quite strong and assertive, and, fights for justice. And in this card here, the Queen of Swords is somebody that is basically demanding what they want, which is more almost like controlling. And I feel that you're moving out of that energy, Divine Feminine, where you're letting go of control, and you're surrendering. That's what I feel is happening here. You are no longer trying to control the situation with your Divine Masculine, because they have to learn their own lessons. That's what I'm feeling here. And there's hope in the situation, okay, because we have the Star here. And this is about, even though things may seem grim and gloomy and dark, there is light, light is sort of emerging. Light is emerging in the situation. And I feel like you shining your light bright, which is obviously guiding them home too. So even though things may feel like dark and cloudy, and like it may feel like nothing's shifting and nothing's moving forward, it may feel like things will never change, and you may be feeling down, but the angels want you to know that there's definitely light emerging in the situation. And so do not lose hope. That's what I feel is the message here. But I also feel that you are letting go of control, the need to control. You are also learning that, you cannot control your twin. You have to surrender. And, sorry, something else might be coming through here is, it's about also not listening to negative voices in your head, okay? This is about actually rising above the ego. That's what I feel this is about as well. It's about rising above the ego. So we've got your Ponta, ponder. So you could be definitely thinking about your twin rising, going deep within rather, and actually connecting with the past, the future, your emotions, and hoping for something to shift where your twin would cross this bridge. And this has obviously been more amplified since the new moon. That's what I'm feeling here. You've been pondering and you've been going deep within. So you're thinking about your twin and you're wondering whether anything will ever change. And the answer is definitely yes. There's hope in the situation. Definitely hope in the situation. And you are also purifying your heart. So you could be looking at, images and photos with your divine masculine and thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past. But you're being guided to let go of lingering pain and make space for joy. Your heart deserves to feel light again. So I feel like you could be you're definitely thinking about the past because you're pondering, like I said here, and this is the card that came out as well, where this person's looking at images of photos and memories. So you could be reminiscing about memories. You could be looking at photos, videos, or even letters or text or messages from the past, or even thinking about moments you shared with your divine masculine. And you are obviously healing. I feel you're healing your heart. You're definitely healing your heart, and there's definitely light coming through in the situation. And I feel that's the same here. There's definitely light coming through in the situation. There's definitely hope coming in because you are letting go. Okay, it's also about letting go. You are learning to let go of the pain, the suffering, also the need to control the situation. You cannot control the situation. And you are making space for joy through this healing process. So if you are thinking about the past and the past, the pain of missing your twin, or even pain from the past that was caused by your twin, or the pain that you may have inflicted on your divine masculine as well, understand that it's all part of the growth and learning and lessons, and there's nobody to blame. This is what you both signed up for. But I feel that the pain is bringing healing in, whether it's pain from missing your twin and the absence of them, or whether it's even pain from the past of whatever you've experienced, or expectations that were not met. Either way, you are healing it and letting it go, and you will feel lighter, and you're beginning to feel lighter. That's what I feel is happening here. So that's what's happening with the divine feminine. You are thinking about the past, and you're letting go of pain, control, and you're surrendering, and this is bringing light into the situation. This is definitely bringing light because your twin will feel the shift as well. And for the journey, what do we have for the journey? Okay. So this is about illusions, okay? And even though this is about illusions of, that you could be feeling like, or your divine masculine could be feeling like they are, working very, very hard, in terms of trying to break free of the situation. They may be feeling like it's a lot of hard work to even stay in this situation. That's what I'm feeling with this card. They have to work very, very hard, okay, to be able to get out. And it's an illusion because it's actually not that hard. It's just about, again, facing fears. This is about facing fears. So even though it's like this person's got, I forgot what this is called, but it looks like a hammer to me, but it's actually not a hammer. But they've obviously got a tool in there, and they're trying to break something, or dig something, or find their freedom is what I'm feeling here. This requires a lot of effort and work. But also what I'm feeling here is another message coming through is that your twin could be also digging up fears that is holding them back. So they're going deep within to obviously dig up any fears that they need to face to be able to heal, release, and surrender it. That's what I'm feeling with this card. So this is, and it's hard work, okay? This is hard work. This is not easy to do, but this is what they're doing. And yeah, this is to find their freedom, okay? So this is happening. They're going deep within. to dig up what illusions they need to face, fears they need to face. And it's hard work because they're trying to find their freedom and they're gaining their freedom. And in turn, Divine Feminine, you will also gain freedom in your situation. But I feel this is about your Divine Masculine. And this is, again, freedom within their soul. So they are definitely trying to release things that needs to go. And they're working very hard to do this. Working hard to release illusions. I feel this is about releasing illusions, and they're working very hard to do this by digging into, you know, what they need to release to find freedom within their soul, because you are their soul. You are their happy place. And this is also, again, about mirroring each other, okay? So you both are twin flames, you mirror each other. You share a soul and you mirror each other. Whether you see it as sharing a soul or you have an exact same blueprint of the, you know, energy blueprint, which is also a shared soul, is the same thing anyway. So this is about saying that you mirror each other and you share a soul, but your twin is trying to find their freedom because you are mirroring this. You are their mirror, number one. Number two, they see you as their home. So when they look at you as a reflection in the mirror, they see you as their home, and this is the pathway to you, Divine Feminine, and this is where the light shines bright because you are guiding them back. So I feel like you are shining your light bright, which is showing them the path to home for them to find their freedom, and they're following their soul. As we saw, you know, they're connecting with their higher self. They're connecting with their higher self to follow their passions. This is what they see when they see you. They see you as their home. And wow, we've got to prepare for change. So this is about change is the only constant. Prepare for it with an open heart and mind. So this is the angels telling you that prepare for change. Change is definitely coming in. Prepare for it. It's not long now. You know, things are shifting. Things are already shifting. So it's not even about the fact that change is still coming. Things are already shifting. Change is already happening. But change in your 3D world is coming, and prepare for it. And this is about, again, opening new doors, okay? This is about opening new doors. And when you open the door, it's about finding that light and that, you know, the freedom, the light, the freedom, the warmth, you know, that both you and your twin are seeking. And this is about being prepared for it with an open heart and mind. But this is about new chapters, new beginnings, and new doors opening, which is leading to a much brighter future, as you can see here. So I feel that's the message. So I think that the key essence here is that if I have to summarize, your Divine Masculine is definitely connecting with their higher self. They are hearing their inner voice because they're processing their emotions, and they're connecting with their higher self. And they're actually hearing their inner voice to follow their passion. And they are clearing negative energy right now. You, Divine Feminine, are also purifying your heart by letting go of pain and surrendering, and to feel light again, which is also, you know, bringing hope into the situation. And even though you're thinking about your twin and missing your twin, it is helping you to heal. It's healing, okay, within you. And from a journey perspective, your Divine Masculine is also, as they dig in, you know, as they connect to their higher self, they actually releasing fears that are deeply embedded within them. You know, they're doing the work to heal that. So as they connect with their higher self, and or as they're healing their fears and wounds and digging deep, they're connecting more and more with their higher self, because they're releasing those fears, or the connection to the higher self is helping them to release deep-rooted fears and illusions. And this is bringing about change, because they're finding freedom within their soul, and that soul is back to you, the pathway back to you, because you're their home. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a lovely day or evening wherever you are. If you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please do not hesitate to reach out to me in the email description in the video box below, or in the description box in this video below. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.